How's it going, guys? It's Aiden from Adventure On. I don't know about you, but I've been getting absolutely rammed with these advertisements for the Oricom UHF and antenna bundles. So it's been the final push that I needed to do away with the handheld and buy one of these. If you haven't already got yourself one, I'll chuck a link in the description below so you can check it out. Today we're going to be installing it, and I want to make this a really concise tutorial, so I've broken it down to 5 steps. Let's get stuck into it. Step 1 is by far the easiest step. We've just got to install the antenna. Just have to loosen off this nut at the end, thread the cable through the factory hoop on the bar, and then thread the nut back through the cable on the other side of the hoop. Drop the antenna in and do her up. And I'm just going to nip that up with a 19mm spanner. Step 1 done. Step 2 is deciding how you want to power the unit. So I'm going to go straight off my auxiliary battery because I'd like the unit to run all the time and just turn it off with the handpiece. But if you'd like it to turn off with your accessories when you turn the key off, then I'd recommend you splice off the back of a SIG plug. Alrighty, step 3 is running the cables. So that is the UHF cable, but also the power cable for the unit that's going to be in the cab. They've quite conveniently given us some wiring here that's got a fuse on it. I'm just going to run it now to make sure it's long enough. Bit of a slow process, but just threading this cable through, making sure you're giving it a little bit of slack for when you're on the road. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to take this battery off to get to the plug in the firewall where I can run the cable through. Alright, well now I've got to this plug where I've been running some wires through. I've done the old wire trick and I've run this through so I can pull back my wires. I'm just going to tape the cables to that wire. So now they're taped to that, just done that as like smooth as you can to get it to pull through as easy as possible. Still going to take a bit of persuasion. And like that, they're through the other side. It wasn't actually too difficult this time. So I've run the cables through to where I want them to go, into the driver's side. Now I know they're going to reach and I can finalise the battery side. So I also left a bit of slack on the battery end. Now I'm just going to install these ring terminals and that'll be all hooked up. Then we can work out where we're going to install the unit. I've already got some holes in my trim here, so I'm thinking on the back side of this plate I'm going to install it. So I'm going to whip that off now. So this is the bit of trim from underneath the steering wheel on the Patrol, and there's this perfect little pocket here where I'm going to sit the unit. And I know this sounds dodgy, but I think I'm going to double side tape it in because it's sitting up like this. It doesn't need to be held down, it just needs to be held in place. So I think it'll be well and truly strong enough. Just going to make sure that the speaker's facing up. Perfect. Now it's mounted, we just need to reattach all the cables. It's a good sign, she's already lit up. Now I'm just going to reattach this panel. Alrighty, step number 5. Final step, mounting this bad boy. So I've got this perfect bit of real estate here where I want to put the hook, and this is the part where the Patrol gets tech screws. Just got to make sure I put the captive nuts on the back plate before I screw it on. Now for the front part of the plate. Beautiful. Well guys, I've still got a few cables to tidy up, but I don't reckon you really need a demonstration on that. So hopefully this video helped you get your job done. And if you liked it, maybe stick around on the channel, check out some of the trip videos. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one.